Hey everyone, Eugene Fedorovsky from EugeneFedorovsky.com. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I hope you're crushing it in your network marketing business and you're on the way to accomplish all the goals that you set out for yourself this week. And today, I want to share with you the thing that practically changed my business and my life that I learned in the last 2 years. So stay tuned. What could this thing be that it changed my life practically? That is overcoming perfectionism. So for the longest time, I would get an idea, and in order for me to execute the idea, I would simmer on it. And I would make sure that everything is perfect before I could actually put the idea into action. So let me give you one example. So 2 years ago, I was sitting at Ray Higdon's event. I believe it was Personal Branding and Marketing Bootcamp. I think that's what it was. And he was talking from the stage about this coaching program that he has, a high-end mastermind coaching program where people can work with him more closer. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm not ready this year. Next year, I'm going to work this year, so next year I'm in a position to do it. Okay, it's a high-end coaching program, it costs a lot of money, not ready to invest in myself, no problem. So a year passes, and a year from that event, I'm again at Ray Higdon's event. And I'm sitting there, and again, he's talking about the coaching program, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I don't think I'm ready yet. I need more time. And it just so happens that almost right at that exact time, Ray goes from the stage and he says, right now you're probably sitting there and thinking, I need more time. I'm not ready for this. Right now is the best time to do it. Don't wait until you're ready. I'm sitting there to myself, wait a minute, is this guy in my head? Does he hear what the hell I'm talking about? What I'm thinking actually? So I called my wife, and who's a huge supporter of me, and I asked, can I do this? And she's like, well, if you believe in yourself and you think you should do it, then do it. And honestly, looking back at it, I called her because I was looking for any excuse not to do it. So I was hoping that because it's such a big investment, she would tell me no. But she told me yes. And so I didn't have any excuses. I couldn't tell that story to people. I wanted to, but my wife didn't let me. So I signed up. And it was a big investment, but I'm so glad I made it. And that was, I want to say, the very first time that I overcame my perfectionism. Because things were not perfect. I wasn't ready to jump head first and invest a large sum into coaching. But I did it. And it changed my life. Exhibit number 2. So, going back to that event, the first one that I went to, I think it was in 2016. So, at that event, I found out how important blogging is. And I wanted to come up with my own blog so I can market myself. And so I started putting in some wheels in motion. And the reason why I do this is because there weren't any kind of wheels. So I joined an affiliate marketing company, which I'm still a member of. Fantastic company. If you want to find out what it is, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to share with you how it helps me generate leads online. And so I joined this company and I started paying them for their services, which are great. And the idea was to put a blog together. So I added a few widgets using their easy program, and I realized that I needed some more things in order to actually do something. Okay. Took me a whole year to do the next step. A whole year. Yeah, I thought about it on and off that, yeah, I should be working on my blog. Hey, let me do this. Added another widget. Hey, let me do this. Added a tagline or whatever. A whole year passed before I realized that I'm just working on things. First of all, very slowly. Second of all, I'm waiting for them to be perfect. So I actually it was more than a year. So it was from May to July of last year. So it was July 4th, right around July 4th, that I decided, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm working on my perfectionism at this time. I'm in Ray's program for like 3-4 months, And I'm like, enough is enough. I'm just going to launch this thing, being however imperfect it is, and I'll work on it as it goes. So on July 4th of 2017, July 4th, 2017, I launched my blog at www.eugenefedorovsky.com. Shot a video explaining what it is that I'm going to accomplish and launched it July 4th. Now, it wasn't ready. It wasn't how I envisioned it. It didn't have a proper homepage. It didn't have a contact me page. No work with me page, no products page. It was just a blog with content. With no content, the content I was going to post. So, but I did it. Phew. Job well done. And around that time, the Ray's coaching coordinator and the leader of Top Earner Club gives me a call, and she's like, well, we should get you on a hot seat. A hot seat is where Ray reviews somebody's business once a month. And I'm like, sure, no problem. And she's like, let's do it in September. Okay. So that gave me 2 months to get my stuff together because I wanted Ray to review it. And that kind of gave me a kick in the ass to proceed even more. So I made sure that I was posting content almost every day, so I have some stuff for him to review. I started working on my welcome page. I started working on my work with me page. And it wasn't until a few days before our actual hot seat that I finished it the way that I wanted to. My point is whatever it is that's holding you back, get out of it. Get out of your head. Whatever it is you're doing does not have to be perfect. And I heard Ray mention this phrase all the time, and he learned it from Brendon Burchard. Version 1.0 is infinitely better than version 0.0. So what does that mean? That means that get off your ass and get into version 1.0 of yourself. Start proceeding with the things even though they're not perfect. I'll give you another example. So I've been in network marketing since 2009, and that's almost it's 8.5 years. I have prospected here and there, but I had something holding me back. And for about 7 years, I was trying to figure out what it was. I spent more time trying to figure out what's stopping me and wishing for a day to come where I'm going to be taking massive action and growing my business, as opposed to just taking the action. So all this time passed. I would prospect a person here and there whenever the opportunity came up, but I wouldn't actively start prospecting. So why am I telling you this? Because I was waiting for everything to be perfect. So in the beginning of 2017, when my perfectionism started to wane, like I said, last year was a very monumental year for me. So towards the end of the year, I started prospecting very little. A little more than I did before, but still very little. I went to an event, Ray Hegda's event, in February of this year of 2018. And at this event, he was talking about something, I don't even remember what it was, but something clicked in my head. I said, enough is enough. And I said to myself that I was ready for a change. So I came home, and for the first time in a very long time, I set my goals. And my goals were to prospect, I believe, 25 people that week. I think I ended up prospecting like 55 or something. So that was my very first week of all-out, massive prospecting. And it took me about an hour and a half a day to prospect 55 people in the whole week. If you care to know how I did it, send me an email to eugene@eugenefedorovsky.com, and I'll be more than happy to share with you what exactly I did to reach out to all those people. So, not everybody answered, but I didn't have the addiction to it. So all those years I have been working on a perfect script, on the perfect approach, on what I'm gonna say that's gonna work, that's gonna make people reach out back to me. At that point, when I decided to do it, it didn't matter. It didn't matter whether what I was sending them to them is perfect. I didn't even care, and to this day I still don't, whether they replied to the message or not. Because I don't have the attachment to the outcome anymore. I don't care about being perfect. So all this idea for this Facebook video came from a gentleman who messaged me today, and he asked me, what is the biggest thing that I learned the last 2 years? And this was it. Get out of your head and overcome your perfectionism. If you're waiting for things to be perfect, you're being selfish. You are not impacting the tons of people out there that you could be actually impacting. Your message is important. And there's someone there who's waiting to be impacted by your message. And if you pull it back and you hold it back from them, then you're being selfish. You could be the person, and your story could be the story that unlocks their success. Not everybody's going to resonate with my story, Ray Higdon's story, Eric Worre's story, Lisa Grossman's story. Your story may be the one that resonates with them. So if you're out there and you're waiting for things to be perfect, like a perfect script, a perfect blog, a perfect book, 15th course that you have to go through in order to start prospecting, I'm telling you right now, you're wasting time and you're being selfish. You know what you have to do. Let me ask you this. If somebody came to you today and asked you, hey, I have a downline who's asking me what kind of a message to send on Facebook, how would you answer them? Chances are you would have an answer already. So stop waiting and just send out a message, no matter how imperfect it is. It's just one message. And after that, it's 2 messages. And after that, it's a 3rd message, and so on and so forth. Just go message to message to message. As far as I know, no one has ever died from prospecting. If you're avoiding shooting videos because you're waiting to be perfect, you're waiting to be a perfect linguist or a perfect talk script, then you're waiting too long. I learned this from Ray also. If your first video is awesome, then you waited too long. Your first video, it will suck, and it should suck. Embrace it. Embrace the idea that the first of whatever you do will suck. And that's okay. Because you're a human being and you're going to learn from whatever it is you're doing. And you will get it better and better and better. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and share. There's lots of people out there who are suffering with perfectionism. And maybe this message will make something click. Maybe because of this, they'll take an action, imperfect action, which is what I've been doing. Feel free to visit my website at www.eugenefedorowski.com for more training like this, where I do a video almost on a daily basis. And as usual, if you have an idea on a video that you want me to cover, feel free to send me an email to eugene@eugenefedorowski.com. I'll be more than happy to entertain that idea and make a video just for you. So with that said, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Keep crushing your goals this week, and I'll see you next time. Take care.